안녕하세요.
Once again, 안녕하세요. Good to have you here. A beautiful day here in Korea. I don't know if you had time to walk outside.
Actually, I did a lot of walking today
Oh,
on
yeah?
purpose.
On purpose?
Yeah, I mean,
You want to exercise?
I mean, not really exercise, but just to be in the sun,
Uh-huh. And
It's
that's
just
important.
Gorgeous day.
We usually stay, in our rooms or in our office and in front of our computers or in front of our books. And sometimes it's good to look outside or take a little walk and, look in the air.
Yeah. And I came to the studio a little early today. And usually when I do, I sit in the coffee shop
Downstairs?
On the first floor. But today I sat on the staircase outside in front of the building. So I was enjoying the breeze and the sunlight, but then the security guard person came along.
Hey, you can't stay here.
No, I mean, it's okay. I mean, he said hi, but then there was a motorcycle parked right in front of me. So he asked, is it yours?
Is it yours?
No, it's not mine. So
It's
it was
not
a really
mine.
weird conversation. It's not my motorcycle. It's illegally parked there, but I don't know who parked it. So, but anyway.
He was looking for the owner of that
the
bike.
culprit.
Huh? I see. Well, it's good to have you here, Hyunwoo. And for our listeners, for those of you who don't know who Hyunwoo is, he basically runs a website called talktomeinkorean.com, and
right.
he tries to help people all over the world to help them learn Korean.
And today on the show, we will also help you learn one or more Korean phrases and words.
Words, phrases, questions, anything. So feel free. We want you to participate. We have different segments as we do usually. So first, we're going to kick off with our survival expression, and then we have a K-pop quiz. You will have to guess the Korean title of a song. Third, we have your audio clips. And last but not least, we will end up and wrap up the program with your questions.
That's right.
So we're going to jump into the first part here. As usual, Hyunwoo, which expression do you want to teach our listeners?
Okay, let me give you the phrase first. In Korean, it is 거기 신발 벗어야 돼요?
거기 신발 벗어야 돼요? So it's a question.
It's a question, so it means, do I have to take off my shoes there? So do I have to take off my shoes there is 거기 신발 벗어야 돼요?
거기 신발 벗어야 돼요?
Yeah.
And here in Korea, it happens quite often when you walk into a restaurant. Sometimes they have no tables, regular tables. They have low tables where you're supposed to take off your shoes.
That's right. They're like basically rooms.
Yeah.
So when you are invited to somebody's house, even in the US, I know, like, depending on the household,
Sure.
you might be required to take off your shoes, but not in restaurants usually.
No.
But here, I would say it's 50-50. Like, so you have to be always ready to take off your shoes.
Yeah.
So sometimes if you have shoes that are really difficult to tie the laces, or you don't want to actually take off your shoes, you have to ask 거기 신발 벗어야 돼요?
Or if you have a hole in your sock.
Something like that. Or if you
It's quite embarrassing. Oops, I have a hole.
If you couldn't wash your feet for a week or something, you might want to check, right?
So do I have to take off my shoes? Yes or no? You can use this question when you want to ask maybe the owner of a restaurant or a friend who's inviting you to maybe have lunch or dinner. Do I have to take my shoes off? 거기 신발 벗어야 돼요?
Yeah, so this is the shortest way you can ask the same question. So to break it down, 거기 is over there.
거기, 여기, 거기,
Yeah, 여기.
저기.
여기 is here. There is 거기, and 저기 is
over there.
a place where that is far away from both you and the listener.
저기. 저기.
Yeah. So
거기, say over there.
And then 신발 is shoes.
신발. 발 is your foot.
Yeah, your feet, and 신발 is basically shoes. And 벗다 is to take off whatever you're wearing. And 벗어야 돼요 means, do I have to take off?
Yeah. So you can say 모자 벗어야 돼요? 모자 is your hat.
Yes,
a
모자.
hat.
Or
모자 벗어야 돼요?
Or 자켓 벗어야 돼요? Things like that. And in this case, we're talking about 신발.
신발. I don't know, in your culture, do you also have to take off your shoes?
Yeah, I'm sure it's actually quite common in many places.
Many places. Do you take off your shoes when you, come home? Or when you go to a restaurant, do you sometimes have to take off your shoes? I don't know, actually. In many other cultures, do they... Most places, maybe except Japan, Korea, most places usually you can just, wear your shoes at a restaurant. But
yeah, of course. But especially in homes, like since there's this cultural difference, when I was invited to a friend's house overseas, my friend specifically told me, you don't have to take off your shoes. This is not a Korean home. You can just walk everywhere with your shoes on. But then still, I felt like I was actually making their house dirty by stepping on everything with my shoes on.
Yeah.
But it just depends on the person.
And sometimes in these restaurants or these places where you have to take off your shoes, what they do is they have slippers.
Yeah.
Slippers. So sometimes you have to go out of the restaurant to go to, let's say, the restrooms or the toilet. And so they have slippers. So you don't need to find your shoes again.
Yeah. You don't have to do your shoelaces once again and undo them again to go back to your seat. You can use those slippers.
Slippers, indeed. Thank you. 거기 신발 벗어야 돼요? Do you have to take off your shoes? Do I have to take off my shoes there? So that's the survival expression for this week. If you want to know how to say something, let us know, and we will get back to you here on the program. We'll play some music and we'll jump into our K-pop quiz. We're going to talk about the lyrics of a specific song, and we want you to guess the Korean title of that track. If you are selected, you will get a book sponsored to us by talktomeinkorean.com. This is B.I.G. 밤과 음악 사이, between night and music. 밤과 음악 사이. What does that mean, 현우?
Between night and music.
Exactly. 밤 is night and 음악 is music and 사이 is between, right?
Yeah, but I don't really understand what it actually means.
Yeah, between night and music.
Yeah,
I guess
it can be anything.
Yeah, night with music.
I don't know.
사이, 우리 사이?
사이 is between or relationship.
Yeah.
So
우리 사이 좋아요.
Yeah. So to children, a lot of Korean adults, older people will say 사이좋게 지내.
사이좋게 지내.
Yeah, 사이좋게 지내다 basically to mean to be, to pass time.
Yeah.
And 사이좋게 means in good relationships. So
get along well.
Yeah, get along well, be good friends. Basically don't fight.
Yeah.
사이좋게 지내.
사이좋게 지내.
사이좋게 지내자.
Let's be friends.
Let's not fight.
그래요. Okay, thank you very much for joining us here. We are in the studio with 현우 선생님 from talktomeinkorean.com, and we are helping you, our listeners all over the world, learn some new expressions, some new words. Some of you are slowly getting into Korean language because of music, or maybe because of dramas, maybe Korean food, or maybe you have Korean friends, or you want to come to Korea. So there are plenty of reasons why people are trying to learn, and we are here to help you. So feel free. In part 2 here, we have our K-pop quiz. So we're going to talk about the lyrics of a song, and we want you to guess the Korean title of that song. Simple.
Okay, yeah, very simple.
Yeah.
Today's song is going to be somewhat difficult to guess because usually in other songs that we introduce, the title is kind of hidden in the lyrics. But today, it's not the case.
It's not the case. However, it's a short Korean title.
Yeah. I don't want to give away any more hints.
But it's a song by Niel. So that's a big hint here.
Okay.
Niel, why don't we talk about the lyrics?
Okay, this is one part of the song, about 6 or 7 lines. 확인할 순 없을까? 두근두근 내 맘을 떨리게 하는 그 무엇이 무엇인 건지 먼저 말하면 지는 거야. 아니면 웬 망신이야. 누가 이기는지 한번 해볼까?
This is a hard one.
Yeah.
This is pretty hard to guess.
Yeah, no hint words, no key words.
두근두근. 두근두근?
Yeah. 두근두근 is not the title of the song.
No.
So, shall we go over the lyrics once again?
Let's do that. Yeah.
Okay. So, 확인할 순 없을까? can I maybe check or can I not check? 두근두근 내 마음을 떨리게 하는 something that is making my heart palpitate. 두근두근.
두근두근 is basically the sound your heart makes, right? So 두근두근.
Yeah. Pumping.
Yeah.
그 무엇이 무엇인 건지, what that something is. You know, basically the thing that is making my heart palpitate. 먼저 말하면 지는 거야. Whoever says it first loses.
치다 is to lose, right?
Yeah.
이기다 is the opposite.
이기다, 지다. And then 아니면 웬 망신이야. If it's not the case, for example, like if this other person is not really interested in me, 웬 망신이야. What an embarrassment. You know, how embarrassing would it be? 누가 이기는지 한번 해볼까? Shall we see who wins?
So it's that basically push and pull game once again.
Yeah, of course.
Is who is going to reveal his or her feelings first?
And that is in professional term, 밀당.
밀당, yes. 밀고 당기기.
It's a slang expression. 밀고 당기기. So 밀당.
밀당. And we've talked about it before as well. It's during that seduction phase before you're officially a couple, you're kind of like, but you don't want to show that you are into that person, so you kind of play this back and forth push and pull game.
That's right, and that is what is happening in this part of the song. So yeah, you have to guess the Korean title of this song.
Do you want to focus on a few words here for our beginners?
Yeah. 두근두근, we already talked about it. So another thing that you might want to remember is 망신.
망신?
Yeah.
So 망신.
Yeah. 망신 is, you know, nobody wants embarrassment. But 망신 is more like public embarrassment.
So when everyone sees you.
Yeah. When you feel embarrassed, you could be, feeling embarrassed about something that only you know. But 망신 is basically when you made a fool out of yourself.
And everyone saw you or everyone heard about it.
And you have ruined your own reputation.
와, 완전 망신이야. 멘붕.
Yeah. So people also sometimes say 망신을 당하다.
So that's the official expression?
Yeah. 당하다 is to be done.
Okay.
To have something done to you. So 망신을 당하다 or 망신
to be like
당하다.
a victim of something. 당하다.
Yeah.
망신. And how do you say not just embarrassment? I'm embarrassed. How do you say that? Not necessarily in front of everyone, but
in that case you can
창피하다?
say yeah, 창피하다 is usually the word.
Is that the one? 창피해.
Yeah, but sometimes in colloquial speech some people say 창피해.
창피해.
Yeah, please remember both because in dictionaries it's 창피, but people often say 창피. Yeah.
Oh, 창피해. What about 민망하다? Because that's also like same thing. 민망하다 is like, oh, I'm embarrassed or shy or.
So I would say this is not like official, but I would say that 민망 is between 창피 and 망신. Because 민망 is not like something that you would feel when you're by yourself.
So you have different expressions you can use when you want to express this feeling of embarrassment.
Something that we all want to avoid.
창피하다.
민망하다.
And then
망신을 당하다 or 망신이다. So that is the word that we want to focus on. And please guess what the title of this song is.
두근두근. Giving you a little hint here. It's a song by Neil. To give you even a bigger hint, it's a song by Neil featuring Juniel. So very similar names here. Neil featuring Juniel. What is the Korean title of this song? We're going to play it right now. English title is Spring Love. Take a listen. Yes, welcome back everyone. Hyunwoo 선생님 is still here, and we just heard a song by Neil featuring Juniel, and we were asking you what is the Korean title of that song. And this is our K-pop quiz. You can try to win a book sponsored to us by talktomeinkorean.com. So good luck to you. Check out our homepage and use the message board. We're now going to be listening to your beautiful voices, and we're always happy to air your audio clips here. So if you want to maybe record your voice talking in Korean alone or with a friend, or maybe singing, reading, anything is fine. So don't be shy. And I hope it's not going to be a stressful experience for you. It shouldn't be.
I mean, if it's some good stress that you can use, that's fine too.
Yeah, if it helps you maybe learn new words, if it helps you improve or move forward, then in that case, okay. Well, today we have a message here by Dewi saying, hello, DJ Adrian and Hyunwoo 선생님. My name is Dewi from Indonesia. Here I am sending you my audio clip, which I recorded with my best friend Mia. And we covered the song by SNSD, 소녀시대. The title is Echo. And we're sorry if there are any mistakes in terms of pronunciation for the lyrics. We really had fun recording it. See, there you go. It's good. I'm glad you had fun. And I hope you guys will enjoy it. Thanks. Okay, well, let's see or hear what she and Mia recorded together.
너 같은 남자는 처음이야 내 맘을 설레게 하면서도 나 빼고 다른 여자 생각해 모든 게 내 눈에는 보인다고 여자들은 네 거란 생각 모두 너를 좋아할 거라는 착각 주위 좋은 사람들은 모두 다 망각 여기에 저기에 너의 달콤한 말들이 Echo, 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 echo 너의 목소리가 날 자꾸 괴롭히잖아 Like a echo, echo, echo in my mind 애를 쓰고 있는데 막아보려 했는데 Like a echo, 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 echo 날 향한 게 아닌데 바보같이 왜 그래 Like a echo, echo, echo in my brain 내게 하는 말 같잖아 네가 그만 좋아졌잖아
오, 잘한다.
Nice.
잘한다. Good job.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah, a song by SNSD, 소녀시대 Echo. Not easy, huh? They're singing quite well. They have a good synergy, those two.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, Mia and Dewi, bravo once again.
Yeah,
good
it's
job.
great. It's great. Like the pronunciation, the sounds. I mean, there's nothing I can...
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to...
It was good.
Yeah, like correct anything. It was just perfect.
Wow. That's very courageous. Good job once again. Showing us your singing skills and Korean language skills at the same time.
Yeah. So in the message, you said, we are sorry if there's any mistake. But there was no mistake.
Yeah. That's
And
good.
you don't have to be apologetic. You can be, more confident about your pronunciation.
Of course. And actually, it's good to use music to learn a language. Not necessarily Korean only, but whenever you try to learn a language, maybe using music or movies or dramas, it's always good because it helps you remember more easily some words or some expressions. So as you sing along with the melody, I guess it will be helpful.
Yeah, another good thing about singing along in a foreign language is usually when you are at a beginner level, you normally speak slowly and nobody can force you to speak faster. But when you're singing a song, you have to sing at the same speed as the original song. You cannot slow down with the song.
That's true.
So you have to force yourself to speak faster, speak better.
So maybe it's going to help you with your flow.
Yeah.
The flow of words and maybe speed up your pace.
Yeah, so Dewey and Mia, if you want, you can move on to some Korean rap songs.
Towards the end, it was actually pretty quick here.
Yeah.
The last sentence is pretty good. It's almost like rap.
Yeah, impressive.
Let's focus maybe on a few words here for our listeners who are starting to learn Korean language. Hyunwoo, which words, which expressions do you want to highlight?
Okay, I don't know if we have one, enough time for just one word or two, but
maybe two, I think. Yeah.
Then I want to talk about 목소리.
목소리.
Because it's a fun word.
목소리.
목 is your throat or neck.
목, is
here.
this part.
And 소리 is sound. So 목소리 basically means your neck sound.
The neck sound.
Yeah.
So what's the neck sound?
Voice.
Your voice.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty obvious. Sounds pretty logical.
Yeah. And there are some words like that in Korean. I mean, many words like that in Korean, compound words, using 목 especially, you know.
목.
When you say your...
손목.
Yeah. Hand, neck, that's your wrist.
Hand, neck.
And your foot, neck, which is 발목, that's your
발목.
ankle.
Okay, that's interesting. Neck. So remember that. Neck, 목. And then 소리 is just sound or yeah. So the sound of your neck is your voice. 목소리. 목소리가 좋아요.
목소리가 좋아요.
Oh, 목소리가 좋아요.
I think especially guys, if they hear that their voice is good, they'll be very happy.
What do you think about our voices, listeners? 현우's voice or our voice here? 목소리 어때요?
Oh, that is too cheesy. 느끼해요, 느끼해.
느끼해요. Okay, another word maybe or expression, please.
달콤하다.
달콤하다.
In the 8th line, 여기에 저기에 너의 달콤한 말들이, you know, you have that line there. And 달콤한 is
sweet.
Sweet, but there's another word for to be sweet, which is 달다.
달다.
Yeah. So 달다 is just taste.
It's taste, like when you're eating. 달다.
Yeah.
달아요.
Yeah. But 달콤하다 is both taste and sweetness of somebody's personality or
a song.
Yeah, how sweet certain words are. You cannot say 단말 or 단 사람.
달콤한.
Yeah, 달콤한 is both meaning.
달콤한 이야기. 달콤한 노래.
달콤한 성격. Well, not really 성격, but 달콤한 남자.
Okay.
Yeah, a sweet guy.
Sweet guy. There you go. Important expression here. Thank you. Why don't we listen to it once again? A message sent in by Dewey and Mia. They are singing a song by 소녀시대 Echo.
너 같은 남자는 처음이야. 내 맘을 설레게 하면서도 나 빼고 다른 여자 생각해. 모든 게 내 눈에는 보인다고 여자들은 네 거란 생각 모두 너를 좋아할 거라는 착각 주위 좋은 사람들은 모두 다 망각 여기에 저기에 너의 달콤한 말들이 Echo, 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 echo 너의 목소리가 날 자꾸 괴롭히잖아 Like a echo, echo, echo in my mind 애를 쓰고 있는데 막아보려 했는데 Like a echo, 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 echo 날 향한 게 아닌데
I think one echo is enough.
그래 Like a echo, echo, echo in my brain 내게 한 말 같잖아 네가 그만 좋아졌잖아
Bravo, congratulations Dewey and Mia, great job over there in Indonesia. Send us your address and we will of course send you a book sponsored to us by talktomeinkorean.com. You can use winner information on our message board on our homepage arirangradio.com. We'll play a song and then we'll come back for part 4. If you have any questions, any curiosities, we can help you here. Hyunwoo is here, so send us your comments and we'll get back to you. This is Reina featuring Kanto, 장난인 거 알아, You and Me. Yes, welcome back. A nice little song here to entertain you on this beautiful Friday. Thank you for joining us. We have Hyunwoo in the studio from talktomeinkorean.com. We taught you an expression earlier and we were talking about shoes and sometimes how in Korea you have to take off your shoes when you go into a restaurant.
Yes, 100%. All the time in households, like in houses. But
when you go to a friend's house, you will definitely have to take off your shoes.
Yeah, but sometimes in restaurants too.
Yeah. So we had some comments here. Nawal from Morocco was saying, well, it depends on the house owner here. Sometimes you should take off your shoes, especially if they have like a carpet on the floor. Sometimes it's okay not to take them off. But in restaurants or public places, you never take off your shoes.
Yeah. That's, I guess.
Well, here in public places too, it's mostly restaurants only.
Yeah.
Indoors. Yeah.
No coffee shops. Some coffee shops, I guess. But a lot of restaurants.
Yeah. Sally from Indonesia. She's trying to teach us Indonesian. You want to try?
Yeah, sure.
How to say, do I have to take off my shoes in Indonesian?
Okay, let me read it.
It's a tricky one.
Haruskah saya melepas sepatu saya di sana?
Oh.
So that is...
Hanu is becoming Indonesian.
Do I have to take off my shoes?
Wow.
There? Oh, I actually thought of a place where people shouldn't take off shoes, but they take off shoes.
They shouldn't, but they take off their shoes. What, on the plane?
Planes, I guess it's okay, but
where?
Movie theaters. I mean, it's okay, of course. Legally, it's fine, but sometimes
movie theaters.
You know, you can smell. Anyway.
Okay. Maybe here. Talking about taking off shoes, Myrene was saying, well, in Korea, it was a bit strange, a bit weird in the beginning for me when I was there. However, after a while, I got used to it and it becomes completely normal and automatic.
Yeah. And I actually, when she was visiting Seoul, I actually went to have lunch with her. And the restaurant that we went to together was separated into two parts. One was with tables and one was floor.
It's true. Many of these restaurants have two different styles of tables.
Yeah.
So the low tables where you have to take off your shoes and the high regular tables where you don't need to take off your shoes. So sometimes they ask you which tables you prefer. So you can also choose.
That's right. And since I have a toddler at home, I always go to restaurants with a floor where I can just put my baby down on the floor.
And they can play around and crawl around.
Yeah.
That's true. That's a good idea. Maybe, how do you respond actually to that question? 거기 신발 벗어야 돼요? That was the question and the expression we taught you. 거기 신발 벗어야 돼요? How do you say, yes, you have to take off your shoes?
Very simple. You just repeat the same thing without raising the intonation at the end.
So you say yes, 네.
네, 거기 신발 벗어야 돼요.
신발 벗어야 돼요.
Yeah.
Mardalena, I hope this helped you out. We have some more questions, Hanu?
Yes, we actually have a question from Lydia in Indonesia. Welcome back, DJ Adrian.
Thank you.
And this is a question for Hanu 선생님.
Okay.
I received Talk to Me in Korean's book from K-Talk segment. Thank you so much. Catch the Wave, Talk to Me in Korean. And she says, would you explain the difference between 안 and 못?
Like 안 먹다 and 못 먹다, for instance?
Yeah. So 안 is you don't do it. 못 is you can't do it. But in Korean, I know why you ask. Sometimes when you're not doing something because you don't want to, just to be polite, people say 못. You can't.
Can you give us an example?
For example, if you don't drink coffee, you sometimes say 커피 못 마셔요?
못 마셔요.
Yeah, because it sometimes sounds more polite than to say I choose not to drink coffee, you know. So people sometimes do that.
Or sometimes here when you go to like a dinner or a bar with some friends, 술, when you're serving alcohol. 저 못 먹어요. Like I can't drink any alcohol. Or 저 안 먹어요.
Yeah. So 안 마셔요 or 안 먹어요 definitely sounds much stronger. So people sometimes choose.
Say 못 먹어요.
못 먹어요.
I just can't.
Yeah.
Okay, good question.
Yeah, good question. Maybe one more question. Anne Sophie from Malaysia asks, how do you differentiate the pronunciation for 거기, there,
거기,
and 고기, meat?
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
거기, and so it's basically the O sound and the O sound.
Yeah. O and O. So with like earth, like us, 거기, that's
거기.
There, but with O, like what, like four or something like that. O, you know, the alphabet O.
Yeah. Letter O.
고기.
고기.
Meat.
고기 is meat. 고기 and 거기. I guess 거 has, you open your mouth a bit more.
That's right.
It's a deeper sound. And O is more like forward.
Yes.
And you make your lips round. 고기. 고기.
Yeah, and that's the last question that we will answer today.
Yes, we're running out of time, but thank you very much for your participation. I hope you had fun with Hyunwoo 선생님 and myself here for our Friday segment K-Talk. If you heard your name here on the show, please send us your address and we will send you a book. And for our K-pop quiz, the winner is Myrene from Portugal. Congratulations indeed. And the song we were talking about earlier was a song by Niel featuring Juniel. What's the title, please?
심쿵.
The Korean title, 심쿵.
심쿵 is a new slang expression. 심장이 쿵쾅쿵쾅.
So 두근두근 쿵쾅쿵쾅.
Yeah, so they put it together, like shorten it, and they say 심쿵.
Congratulations. Please send us your address and we'll get back to you. Hyunwoo, we'll see you next week again.
See you next week.
Always a pleasure. This is 24K. 오늘 예쁘네. Hey you.